Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Use Shuckle versus Star STR, and this is going to be another 2v2 Iron Man. The winning team will win $100, the losing team will lose $100. Also, make sure to check out the Coliseum Discord, link down below in the description if you want to play any money matches, Iron Mans, or tournaments. We have tons of tournaments being held in there now. We even have a prize card tournament being held. But we have Use Shuckle winning the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and deciding to go first, 42 versus 40. We have Habakiri, Murakumo, Nib, called by, and Habakiri. So we saw Use Shuckle play another Iron Man that I uploaded earlier, and they were also playing this deck. So they're playing the Ryzeals in it most likely. Then they have Imperm, Nib, Perulia, Meow, and 7 Tachyon. So still deciding the main deck Meow. Main deck Meow is really weird, especially with the amount of Malice it seems people are playing have been just going down. Seems like there's been less and less Malice since people have realized that it still has somewhat the same problems that I had last format, where it's just not a good top cut deck. It's a really good Swiss deck. So activate in standby phase Perulia, and then in response they called by that, go main phase, activate Haba. So we called by the Perulia there. We're gonna go ahead and go for Saji effect, go ahead grab out prayers, and then activate prayers. To be fair, we'd have to give them at least one draw minimum off Perulia, and that's if we set up like bare minimum. So we're gonna go prayer, tribute Haba, search out Kusanagi, and then summon back out Saji from grave, and then activate Haba effect, search out ritual spells. Now we have ritual spells set up. We have, you know, level 4s, activate ritual spells, summon from hand, bring out Murakumo, but we're gonna probably tribute off a Haba. Okay, I'll just say, yeah, if we tribute off Haba, that means we're not getting a search because we already used Haba's search. And if we tribute this from hand, then we'd have Aramasa, which wouldn't search anything. This would just grab back ritual spell. Yeah, it's not even like worth it. Summon out effect, I can just add back prayer. Yeah, because we don't even main deck trap anyways. So this is like prayer plus Murakumo is all your Mitsu cards are getting you anyways, like when it comes to like end board pieces. Now we're gonna go ahead, go duo effect to go search, chain Nib, and then chain Murakumo. They just discard Nib, so that way no tokens passed out, and then Murakumo effect, don't chain Meow. That'd be a really dumb Meow. I was gonna say, because if you chain Meow, they just will not summon back out from the graveyard, and then you won't draw one, and they don't care if they don't summon this back out from the grave, they'll just prayer do it next turn anyways. You can use Meow on your turn. That's how you use it against Mitsu most of the time. So they go ahead, pass, they draw on the Fuwa, and then go main phase, and now they're thinking about how they want to start this turn off, but they have 7 Tachyon, but they're going to start with Meow, and they said okay, they don't try to force them to discard or anything, doesn't want to play in the Talons, activate 7 Tachyon, reveal Masquerade, and then go ahead, grab out X Ryzeal, put back Imperm, so that way X can play through like Imperm, summon X, dump Mirror Logic, and then X1, Mirror Logic 2, onto Murakumo. They said okay, no point of negating that, that'd be a horrible negate, we just use our negate later on. Special Sword, Sword Effect goes search, it's summon 2, grab out Ice Ryzeal, and then we said okay, we will allow you to overlay, even if you make Detonator, Detonator's not even that scary. So now they overlay for Duo. And then Duo, on the other hand, I don't want to say it's scary, but it's definitely something that we want to deal with. So prayer, go ahead, tribute Murakumo, and then we will just bring out Murakumo. Yeah, no search for Aramasa there or anything, which is interesting. They get to draw 1 off Meow. We get Murakumo to go ahead and board wipe the Duo. They have normal ice effect, and then in response Murakumo to force them to discard 1, and then they're thinking on which one to discard, and then so thinking hard here, discards Fuwa, and then bring out Star Ryzeal to set cross, activate cross. They can cross draw also by putting back and drawing. But right here though, I was about to say they might just activate Nib when they flip this, because otherwise they can overlay. But it's like, does Detonator even matter though? No, it really doesn't. Like, what does Detonator actually do there? But it's fine to like go ahead and out it. Detonator is like, even though it doesn't actually do that much, it still is Detonator. Now we're gonna go ahead Murakumo. This will also allow us to Murakumo search and summon out. Oh, no, they could have done that earlier. Yeah, they still had a 3rd prayer index, so they could have still searched Aramasa earlier. That's like, okay, I mean, we don't have to search Aramasa earlier. It's fine. Then we don't summon this back from the grave because we don't get anything out of it, but they get a draw out of it off Meow. So Cross, go ahead, put back. What do they draw into? They draw into a copy of Nib. Okay, that's not even a good hand trap there. Draw 7 Tachyon. And then thinking in draw phase if we want to activate prayers, which we do. So Tribute, Haba, bring out the Kusanagi, new chain link, Kusanagi, 1 target prayers, that's fine. Doesn't use Haba to search, so I'm fairly certain they play 3 prayers in their deck. Fairly certain they play 3 copies of prayers, which I think makes the most sense to play 3 of this card. I have tested like siding down on it and stuff. Like I've tested a lot with Mitsurugi, so I have tried a lot. 7 Tachyon, go ahead, grab out Ice, but they're just not searching 3rd copy of prayers, which is interesting. They go ahead, search, put back, because right there, if we searched an extra prayers, we could have even just put a prayers back there, because guess what? We're going to get another free search off of our Mitsurugi cards at some point. And then we can use that to grab the last copy of prayers that we put back, so then we get to keep the other card in hand, and it's like keeping extra cards in hand is good, even if they're blank cards to you. To the opponent, they're unknowns, which having unknowns is nice. So they go ahead and admit defeat on the game too. Like, you ever have your opponent, like, set 2 back row and pass, and those are both the unknown cards, and now you're like, okay, no cards in hand are unknown, so I don't have to be afraid of Nib, I don't have to be afraid of this extreme length of hand traps, I don't have to think about them at all. I just have to think about the set cards. But now we have Kusanagi game 2, we have 7 Tachyon, Ritual Spell, Prayers, Nib, they have Imperm, Prayers, Trap, Ice, and Habakiri. So only hand trap Nib, not very good, especially against Mitsu. They're going to go ahead and activate Prayers, Tribute Haba, search out Saji, lose 800, special Saji, and then new Chainlink, Saji, Chainlink 2, Haba, Chainlink 1, in case they stop this, then this can search out Ritual Spell if we want it to, but grab out Ritual Spell, grab out Murakumo, and then main phase, activate Ritual Spell, summon out Murakumo from hand by tributing Haba from deck. And then, yeah, no Haba search, we already went through it. They are not playing Kusanagi. Otherwise, they could have gone for that to add back, and they could have gone for Aramasa, so they're not playing those cards. So they're playing the small Mitsurugi package in the deck, like as small as possible, and then side in the trap. Normal Ice effect goes special out Star effect goes set Cross, activate Cross, and then overlay all 3 into Duo, and then Duo effect to detach and go search. Go ahead, grab out Sword Ryzeal, grab out Node Ryzeal. Okay, special out the Sword Ryzeal effect, grab out X Ryzeal, and then dump Eclipse Twins to special X. Can't search because the Murakumo, but we can go ahead overlay in the Gallant, and then Gallant effect, attach go search, grab out a copy of Nib. That's good. Well, I don't want to say that's good, but that's fine. Like, search Nib against Mitsu, Ryzeal is like, okay. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not broken, though. Node, Sun, special back out from grave. Actually, I don't think searching Nib against, like, any deck right now is, like, broken. Unless they're playing, like, some weird deck. Cross, go ahead, put back, draw into prayer, overlay in the detonator. Okay, so draws into prayers there, sure, that's pretty good. Make detonator effect to attach the Eclipse Twins, then we can go set Imperm, prayer, trap, pass. They know we have Nib in hand. They draw into Perulia, and then activate 7 Tachyon, chain to make them discard Perulia, and then they're going to search out X Ryzeal, and then put back, wait, we put back Nib, right? Yeah, we returned Nib to the top of the deck. Okay, special X, dump Mirror Logic, X1, Mirror Logic 2, and then Mirror Logic targeting Ryzeal Cross, chain detonator to pop X, okay. And then they're thinking if they want to maybe chain Imperm in response to stop them from searching Sword. They do have a lot of cards in hand, though. They didn't hand trap you very much, so they probably have Engine left in hand, but they do decide to Imperm it. They don't have any Ryzeals left. Even if they had Ryzeals left, I guess they have, like, Trap to help deal with it, too. And if they keep playing Ryzeals, then Nib becomes live. Now on to the next game, we have Bonfire, 7 Tachyon, Mitsu Trap, 7 Tachyon, Droll. They have Fua, Node, Ash, Prayer, and Murakumo. So, go main phase, activate Bonfire, grab out Ice Ryzeal, trying to play around Droll as much as possible. Then they don't have it, so now they go activate 7 Tachyon, grab out X Ryzeal, put back 7 Tachyon, special out X by dumping Duo, X effect goes search, grab out Sword. Also, like, technically you do have to reveal off this card, I know a lot of people are used to shortcutting it. We even saw people at the YCS trying to shortcut it. So definitely should get used to revealing off of that. I know it's like weird to say, but go ahead, X in the sword, sword in the ice, and then on resolution, they're gonna go ahead and activate Fua there. Okay, like could have ashed the rank 4 then Fua on ice to try to draw more, but dropping Fua early, like not bad. Normal ice, ice effect, go special out star. Star effect, they draw called by. Star's gonna set cross, and then activate cross, and then overlay into duo. They get to draw into cross out. Duo search, well, duo attach, duo search, and then they have ash. They're thinking about ashing that because then they might cross negate it, and then it's like kind of awkward for them if they draw another hand trap or have another hand trap. Obviously, they don't know the context of their hand. But they will definitely cross negate ash, I'm pretty sure, because they'd be like kind of weird. You'd have to like on res of duo attaching, you'd have to like what activate nib, they cross negate effect to search, chain ash, or in response to the effect to search, you chain ash and then chain nib, but then they just cross negate nib anyways. Go ahead, grab out X, and then now overlay summon out detonator, so search X node, make detonator, they draw again, draws into another copy of ash, detonator to attach the duo, special node, send duo, special back out sword, cross effect to put back and draw, chain ash blossom, and then they just let that go, they don't cross negate it. They draw 7 Tachyon because we make Babushka, set trap, pass, they draw Perulia. So we are really hoping they can't out this. And crazy enough, if you look at their hand, they actually like just hit the extra Ryzeal to be able to like out it easily. Otherwise, like it'd be really hard to out because like if all you have is SP to out it, they have cross. So they're gonna go 7 Tachyon, reveal Masquerade. They might not even play SP. A lot of people don't play IPSP in this deck. I really like IPSP in Mitsurugi. To be honest, like any Mitsurugi variant, to be honest, I like IPSP. I think the cards, they come up a lot in awkward situations too. But we're going to grab X and then put back. They drop Droll, chain called by, and now dump Mirror Logic, special X, and then X1, Mirror Logic 2, target Babushka, then they can cross negate. But in response, they're going to chain cross out onto Ryzeal cross, which they still had in deck. So they stop the cross. So Mirror Logic stops Babushka. X will search, grab out sword, special sword, sword effect goes search, chain detonator, pop sword. They're going to search out ice. And then honestly, shouldn't we have just like popped the X Ryzeal? But now they're going to go normal ice, ice effect. Because now even if we pop, they still have rank 4 up next. Which I guess is like fine. Okay, we're gonna let ice go through, bring out sword. At least they don't have cross. So star's also not doing anything. Go detonator, detonator effect to attach, and then special node. The node discard ash blossom, the special back out sword from the grave. And then chain detonator to pop, chain detonator to pop their detonator, chain detonator to pop the node, chain detonator to pop the set. And they said, okay, so pop detonator, pop the trap, pop node, pop ice, special out sword, activate prayer, tribute Murakumo, search out Kusanagi, and then lose 800 to special summon out Kusanagi. And then new chain link, Murakumo 1, Kusanagi 2. So we're going to grab back the Murakumo, go search Haba, activate Haba, summon Saji, tribute sword, Saji effect goes search, and then they say GG's. They said same account next. Okay. Yeah, maybe instead of making one of the other rank 4s that we made, maybe we should have just full committed into Mitsurugi cards and hope that those cards can carry us a long way, and it would have also made Trap live, which Trap being able to protect the Droll is pretty good. I mean, it's not like their end board was bad, though. It did just lose to, like, called by cross out X, which sure. On to the next game though, we're gonna go ahead and see Shuckle versus Star STR. Star STR will go first, and then opening hands, well, 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Wizard, Dominus Impulse, Nib, Perulia, Dormouse. They have Perulia, Saji, Bonfire, Ice, and Prayer. So draw phase, activate Prayer, tribute Saji, chain Perulia, just so that way they can't summon from hand off this. Which, That's okay. I actually don't know if you need to do that, though, because they'll probably just be summoning back out from grave, but they might not summon back out from grave to play around, like, Imperm, if that's what they're thinking about. Yeah, they don't summon back out from grave, grab out Ritual Spell. I was gonna say, like, maybe we just hold this, that way they don't know we have this, and then they might set up to play into this. So now they're gonna go activate Ritual Spell, summon from deck, they said Thinking, activate Dominus Impulse. Didn't they say okay? I'm pretty sure they said okay. Activated deck, they said Thinking. Oh, they said Thinking the whole time, okay. But now they have Nib in hand they can't use, which sucks. But we have to stop Ritual Spell, otherwise Nib won't even end up mattering that much. Activate Haba, go in the Kusanagi, and the Ritual Spell. And then now we have Ritual Spell that can summon from the hand, but we're going to go normal Ice. They get to draw into a Chessie Cat there. Then Ice Effect goes special out from deck. Like, to be honest, like, Chessie Cat's cool, but I don't like this card. It's good. It's a really good card. It's kind of broken. But, like, when I have Chessie plus Dormouse, it's like, doesn't feel good. It's just two normal summons. I know this makes this one work, but it's like, the Chessie Cat just gets stopped, and then I just have another normal summon. But now they're going to go Ice in the Sword. I know it's not that big of a deal, though. Ice in the Sword, Sword in the Star. Overlay, summon out King of the Feral Limbs. The King of the Feral Limbs effect goes Search. Grab out Murakumo from the deck to the hand, so that way we can summon from hand and actually achieve Murakumo. And then activate Bonfire to go search for extra Ryzeal, which I'm sure they're happy about seeing that. More Engine when they're under Perulia. Summon Star, draw Fua. Can't activate Fua though because of the Impulse. So now this Impulse is like starting to impact like multiple hand traps, which really sucks. Star set Cross. Activate Cross. And then, like, how much more are they going to commit into this? Just two more, right? Special X, dump Eclipse Twins. They draw another card that doesn't work. Draws in the nib. They go ahead and search out Node. They might even give them two more draws at this point. Go Detonator, Detonator, attach Eclipse Twins. Okay. And then Special Node. They draw again. They draw on the Perulia, which is just a hand trap that doesn't... Well, actually, that hand trap does do something, at least. Send Special back out Sword. Overlay. Summon out Gallant. And then they have Gallant effect. Go ahead, search out a copy of Nib from the deck to the hand. And then they have Ritual Spell to summon from hand. Chain Perulia. And they just let that go. Yeah, it's like weird to cross negate that. I don't think it's like that bad though to cross negate. But it's just the fact that like, it's not even the fact that we're just using like the one cross negate this turn. It's more the fact that we have to use a material off Detonator to stop them from upstarting. No, I wouldn't cross negate. Yeah, I would just let that go. That's fine. You don't want to use any extra materials here, especially not when they're starting their turn with this many cards in hand. So go ahead, dump Haba, and then they can get Haba effect to go search, grab out Prayer. Yeah, this makes sense. I like this. And this also makes it to where if they draw Ash or anything, then you can cross negate Ash. Because you definitely want to be able to search for prayers. You don't have to, technically, because you have Nib. But you definitely want this card in hand. You want to be able to Murakumo when you want to. And now cross put back. Do they draw crazy? They draw Imperm. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Set Imperm, set Prayer, pass. They draw GWC. So they have a normal summon, they have Wizard, and they have GWC. Because they drew Perulia, Ash, Fua, Nib, another Chessie off their Perulias. They drew really bad off Perulia. Set GWC, normal to Chessie, and then Chessie Cat effect to go draw. And then Thinking here. They said okay. Resolves, banish Dormouse, draw Imperm, Impulse. Okay, Impulse is pretty good at stopping the Nib. Then Dormouse summon itself out. Sure. And then Link off in the Lingeribo. And then anything here. This will stop something like Imperm onto Dormouse too. And we have GWC that's live now that can tag out. So they're going to go activate Prayers. Lose 800. Summon out Kusanagi. And then, okay, doesn't search out for Haba there. Sure. I'm not sure why we're not searching, though. What do we lose out on by not searching? Because it would be like, oh, I guess because technically plays into Droll, but they're under Impulse, so they can't even do that. Okay. They go ahead and admit defeat. So did you have an Imperm set, or was it Bluff? Had it. Okay, thank you. So now on to the next game. Revealing information of them is crazy, by the way. But on to the next game. We have Malice and Underground, Chessie Cat, Called By, I Meet You, Underground. They have Prayer, Ice, Ash, Meow, and Sword. So, they will go main phase, normal out Chessie Cat effect to go draw, and then in response, They're going to go ahead and chain Ash Blossom. They just go field spell next. Yep, no point of using Called By on that. Well, I guess there is a point, but you don't have to. I wouldn't there. You have so many pushes in your hand, like, you're just scared of the high impact hand traps, like Charmies, Lancia. Well, Lancia they would have already dropped, but Called By onto Meow. Okay, so now Dormouse summons itself out. Dormouse effect go banish. Banish White Rabbit, pay 300 special. White Rabbit effect goes set from deck. And that's going to set GWC 06. Make Cyber's Wicked. And then make Lingeribo. Cyber's Wicked effect. Go ahead, banish Chessy Cat. Search out backup. Add Ignister. Chessy Cat effect. Pay 300. Special summon itself out. Link off. Go for Splash Mage. Splash Mage effect. Summon out Dormouse. Link those off to summon out Red Ransom. Red Ransom, search out Malice in the Mirror from the deck to the hand. That's fine. And then special out backup. Backup effect goes search. Grab out March Hare. And then we can discard the Malice in the Mirror. And we're going to banish that later on then. Link off in the Firewall. And now we can go March Hare. Banish the Malice in the Mirror to special summon out. And then Malice in the Mirror. Target Red Ransom. Go ahead, search out another March Hare. And then Red Ransom. Banish March Hare to special out. And then March Hare effect, add back to hand. So much March Hare in one play. We just got to access to all three of them. So now link off, summon out Whitebinder. And then Whitebinder effect, go ahead, set MTP directly from the deck. Activate GWC into Chessy Cat. Interesting that we're doing it like this. Because we could have just GWC'd first, bring back Whitebinder, then Whitebinder set GWC. But they decided to set MTP from deck, which they didn't need to do. They could just like reset GWC instead. Even if they get stopped, like hit with Nib right now or something after they use GWC, does it even matter really? Because you have March Hare. We'd have Firewall add back too, I guess, which is cool. Wouldn't do that much though. Go ahead, make a Cryptor. And then now we're going to go I Meet You, reveal the alley code to go ahead, search out Wizard. And then they can go Wizard to special. And then they have the ally code with the Cryptor, Wizard, and White Rabbit. So getting this set up like full combo here. Effect the special summon back out from the grave. And then we can go Whitebinder, banish GWC, set Imperm, pass. They draw into Murakumo. So, I mean, they get back to GWC on the opponent's turn, though. Because they can Cryptor, put it back, and then White Rabbit set it, which is cool. So they draw Murakumo, activate Prayer, tribute Murakumo. And then thinking if we want to alley code that, which we don't. So Prayer will go ahead, search out Kusanagi, and then summon Kusanagi. And then new chain link, we're going to go Murakumo 1, Kusanagi 2, target Murakumo. And then in response, chain Imperm onto the Kusanagi. They search out a Haba from the deck to the hand. And then they're going to go main phase, activate Haba effect. We could go ahead and stop this, because it will banish this out of hand. So then, like, you know, they have to have like hard drawn Saji or something to get to ritual spell, but they don't want to take the risk here, which I think is fair. I don't think you have to take a risk here when you're up this much with Malice. They're gonna go Haba in the Saji in the ritual spell, activate ritual spell, and now we're gonna go ahead and let that go. Okay, we let that go. We said summon from hand's fine, so now they're gonna get Haba effect to go ahead and search, grab out prayers, which is sure, that's fine. I guess they already went through the Kusanagi. So if they go through Kusanagi, it's like, does ritual spell actually matter? I guess that is true. Like, based on everything they've gone through, what does ritual spell actually do? What does this card do? It just summons a Haba. They already went through Murakumo, so just summoning a Haba, tributing a Haba. If they tribute from deck, like, yeah, they can't even tribute from deck. They'd have to tribute like Kusanagi off board plus Arasama. Arasama searches a blank. Yeah, I'm fine with this. They make Dynamondo. And now Dynamondo's a card that we do have to deal with. So they're going to go Dynamondo, try to put back the alley code and put back the Murakumo. And then chain the alley code to go ahead, tribute, and banish that. And then normal ice. Ice effect goes special. Bring out sword. Sword effect goes search. Grab out X. So they're literally just playing Ryzeal against Malice. Which Ryzeal was just never beating Malice once Malice was set up. They were just never doing that. Never grinding through this. So they're going to go, after they search for the X, we're going to go March Hare, banish Whitebinder, pay 900, special, draw into Solemn Judgment, which would have been really good going first, obviously. Whitebinder, banish Kusanagi, Saji, Cryptor. So taking level 4s out of their grave for Prayer. for later on. Banishing Kusanagi is always good because this can add back a banished Mitsu card. So you're just like, you know, making the engine much worse through White Binder permanently. Cryptor, put back GWC to go banish Ice. Sure, then they go dump Mirror Logic, Special X, then the new Chain Link, X1. Mirror Logic 2, target Firewall, Chain Link 3. Targets are X'd, Aggregator, Sword, putting back Aggregator so they can't summon Node from hand, and then they just submit defeat. So on to game 3 now. We will see the Mitsu deck go first. We have Ash, Droll, Backup, Malice and Mirror, Malice and Underground. They have Trap, Mitsu Trap, Solemn Warning, Saji, Ash, and Ice. So they will go main phase. Saji's not even a starter though. So they go normal Saji because they have Ice as an extender. So they go ahead, search out Prayers, and then drop Droll. They said okay. And now from here, so think and chain the Droll. So you're going to chain Prayer and then do what? Search out Haba. Haba can go for Kusanagi. Kusanagi can add back Prayer. Sure, if that's the plan. They could have also gone, I guess, Special Ice, getting rid of Trap, and then just overlay for something. But we're just going to go ahead and try to pass a follow-up. Which kind of sucks here, because, like, I really want a Special Ice, get rid of Trap. But it's like, I understand not wanting to at the same time, because then all you have for follow-up is Prayers, which Prayers loses pretty easy to a lot of different non-engine, especially Malice non-engine, like Impulse and stuff. But it does feel bad just ending on just Warning plus Ash pass. Like, you kind of just are hoping that they don't open, like, a good amount of engine, which this hand, they did open a pretty good amount of engine. Normal Dormouse, they let them resolve it, banish Chessy Cat, Chessy Cat summon itself out. They were hoping for White Rabbit, and then White Rabbit set Trap, make Link 2, and then they can Warning Link 2. But now they're going for Chessy, and then making Lingaribo, and now they have Chessy Cat effect to go draw. They're going to go ahead and Ash Blossom that. Yeah, this is not how they wanted them to play this out. Activate Backup, Special Summon out from hand, Backup effect goes Search, grab out Wizard, discard Malice in the Mirror, and then make SP, and then we have SP effect to go Banish, and then this will go ahead and target the Solemn Warning. Yeah, because the summon went through, they targeted Warning, hit the 33% chance, and then, yep, they just go ahead and emit defeat. Otherwise, that would have been pretty cool for them, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways, right? Because they still just have Field Spell. They can banish March Hare. I guess March Hare can banish this. Or you could just use this, banish this. And I can banish from Grave, search March Hare, and then do it from there. So GG's. Looks like they're asking what the set card is. Yeah, they're asking what all of them are. Okay. Overlay? Imagine. But okay. Did you have Ice? They did. Yep, they just didn't want to overlay with it. Okay, so on to the next game now. Our next match now. We'll go ahead and see Amai versus Shuckle, 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have White Rabbit, Malice and Mirror, Impulse, Backup, Chessy Cat. They have Imperm, Druis, Wizard, White Rabbit, Ash. Okay, so a Malice Mirror, sadly. They only open Impulse. White Rabbit said GWC from deck, so they're still playing GWC. Make Lingaribo, Druis Worm, banish White Rabbit to special summon out. They're thinking, because they could Impulse the Druis Worm if they Lingaribo it, then all they have is Druis Worm, White Rabbit, which doesn't combo. But now they're going to activate the banish White Rabbit effect to summon out, chain Dominus Impulse on that, chain Lingaribo to negate and banish that. It does banish, yup. And then link off in the Lingaribo, activate Wizard, special, that's fine. And then from here, we will go ahead and link off into Splash Mage effect, special back out Wizard, link off into Red Ransom effect goes Search, it's going to grab out the Field Spell from the deck to the hand, that's good, link off, summon out Cyber's Wicked, Field Spell to go banish from deck, and then thinking about banishing the Quick Play spell, but we're just going to banish Dormouse, so then Dormouse pay to summon out. And then we have Cyber's Wicked to go banish Red Ransom, go ahead, search out March Hare. Then we have Red Ransom. Wait, I was also just about to say, wait, something's not adding up here. Cyber's Wicked, search March Hare sounds crazy. We're going to grab out Backup. This can grab March Hare later on though, but the Red Ransom, I'm pretty sure here, like we could use this to just go straight for March Hare and then add back March Hare. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that's what they were getting confused. So go ahead, basically add March Hare. Dormouse, banish Chessy Cat, pay to summon out. Sure, and then now from here, thinking about what they want to do next. They have Chessy, banish March Hare, draw Impulse, March Hare, so good. Just get Impulse to hand for free. Make White Binder, link off into Cryptor. Okay, and then now they're going to go activate March Hare, banish White Binder, special White Binder, pay to special, draw 1, draw into Fua, backup, special summon out from the hand, and then backup effect, go ahead, search March Hare, and then discard Fua, and now they have Firewall, and now they have the Code Talker, but they're going to go GWC and the White Binder first. Gain 23, Cryptor summon out, they have White Binder to reset GWC, that's good. We'll use the effect of Banish. Okay, Banish backup, Wicked, Dormouse. So just banishing a bunch of darks for Dark Charmer. White Binder, go ahead, set GWC. Link off, summon out the Code Talker. Effect, special back out, White Binder, Red Ransom. And then go ahead, set Imperm, set Impulse, pass to draw Fua. Okay, now normal summon out Chessy. Chessy Cat effect, chain Imperm, chain Malice in the Mirror, target Firewall, chain a Code Talker. They admit defeat. On to game number 2. We'll see Shuckle go first. Alright, hopefully we see some more hand traps. We got backup, MTP, Field Spell, Mining, Impulse. I really don't like Mining in this deck. They have MTP, Nib, Lancia, backup, GWC. Of course, this player draws no Malice names. They draw both traps. They draw backup. Like, oh, why can't Malice Mirrors ever be just good? So they're going to think about Standby Phase, shooting Lancia, but they don't. They go Field Spell, chain Lancia, which is broken there. That they get the 1-for-1 trade. Sign and Mining, discard MTP, search out White Rabbit, and then normal summon White Rabbit, effect, go ahead, set GWC, make Lingeribo, activate backup. So they'll probably just search and discard the same card, yeah, to keep Impulse. I was going to say, we could get rid of Impulse and go for IP with the Wizard instead. Make Splash Mage effect, summon back out from the graveyard, and then here... they're thinking on that summon about what they want to do exactly, because they've gone White Rabbit, Lingeribo, backup, Splash, March, so they are on 5. So they could go ahead and drop Nib now. They might be afraid of Wizard, which is why they were thinking about not doing it. But they go ahead, do it. They don't have Wizard, set Impulse, pass turn. They draw Lancia. Okay, so even though they don't have that many hand traps, like... or that much engine, I should say, not hand traps. They had hand traps, but normal backup effect, and they play Dark Charmer probably, especially if they were thinking about it last game. Backup effect, go ahead, search and discard. So this is a little weird, because we could search like March Hare and then discard. So search March Hare, discard GWC. And now we have March Hare that can banish GWC to summon out, but we're going to make Dark Charmer. Dark Charmer effect to go take Lingeribo. Lingeribo can beat, like, the Impulse. Okay. And now activate March Hare effect. Should we have even gone for that? I don't know. I guess, like, there's nothing else to really go for that's good. We've already gone through backup effect. We drew both traps, so we can't set one from deck. They don't have Dormouse. Banish, summon out March Hare. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then they're going to go Battle Phase, Dark Charmer, attack over, and then attack. Maybe trying to get damage in before getting hit with a Solemn. Yeah, they might be afraid of a Solemn. Make Red Ransom effect to go search. Oh, they said Solemn is fine, I have Lancia. And they said, nope, you're good. Okay, so go ahead, search out the Field Spell. And then, now from here, activate the Malice. Go ahead, banish Dormouse. Malice and Underground, banish Dormouse. Dormouse, summon itself out. Yeah, they were fine with Psalm. And then they had GWC. They had Lingeribo to stop it. Lancia for next turn. But summon out the Dormouse. Dormouse effect go banish. And then Shuckle just goes ahead and admits defeat. And then GG's. So you end up seeing Amaya win the Malice Mirror there. Not too much to say about the Malice Mirror there. I don't think there was too much done crazy. Like, technically, they could have grabbed Wizard and tried to set up, like, a better end board, but it's like, then you have IP over Impulse, but IP also loses to a lot more. It also commits more to the field, which also makes it, like, collateral really hard with something like Nib. Yeah, like, Nib would have full cooked them. They wouldn't have had Impulse. They would have had IP, because they would have discarded Impulse, search Wizard, make Red Ransom, grab Quick Play Spell, Wizard summon back, make IP, set Quick Play Spell, end domain, activate Nib, take away every interruption, and then all we have is GWC in the Red Ransom as our interruption. We don't even have MTP in deck, so it's literally just one Imperm. Yeah, that would have been horrible. But with that being said, the DB Grinder, signing off. Peace, have a nice day, stay safe.